I'm Sin, welcome to my channel, and welcome to a bookshelf tour. Here's a little spoiler of what you will be seeing in this video. I have reorganized all of my shelves. I filmed that process, and I'm here to simply now just give you guys a little bit of an introduction. So let's get into the actual organizing, as well as sharing some new books that I got. I got 5 new books, I think. 1, 2, 3, 6 new books, and I just wanted to share the new books that I got and reorganize my shelves to make them actually fit, because the way that they were set up just did not have enough space for the new books. And then I also just wanted to share my new system because I really like what I did. It's a lot more decorative in certain areas, and I feel like I've managed to get all of my genres all together in singular places, but also just kind of spread the whimsy throughout the room a little bit more. So just so that you guys know what's what, this is where all of my classics now live. I have my Collins classics, my Penguins classics, then some miscellaneous. I have 2 modern classics, and then some more miscellaneous classics. And then over there I have my massive Leo Tolstoy books. And that's my classic section. And this shelf used to be my fantasy shelf, but it actually started out as my translated fiction shelf, and I've now turned it into a general fiction shelf. So I just have a bunch of fiction that I feel like could be technically put under the miscellaneous category, and I've just kind of shoved them all on here. I have some Murakamis over there, some more Murakamis over there, and then the rest of it is just translated fiction, just normal general fiction, and just basically everything under the sun. Yeah. Now, you will have seen that my translated fiction actually used to live right here, but now I have my, I guess, bigger copies of classics. I have some Brando Sando, all of my R.F. Kuang is on here except for Yellowface, which is in general fiction. And then right on the end there, I have some science fiction. And then here I've got some good old classic fantasy, just, you know, The Lord of the Rings, and some Robin Hobb. some more fantasy down here, and then just a little bit more fantasy down here. Here is my Stephen King. That used to be behind me on a different shelf, but it now lives here. And then we just have some miscellaneous objects that needed to go somewhere. This is Wilbur Smith, in case you're wondering, and those are books that I need to return to my friend. But this is now that little standing shelf of mine. Get a little closer, we've got some R.F. Kuang, and then a bunch of my other larger books, the Atlas Six, we've got Watermoon, The Poet Empress, which is one of my new books that I didn't show initially at the beginning because I actually didn't receive it today, so it's a new book, but it's not new to me, it's a new to you book. From the new books, we have the Mistborn trilogy, which I hope to read very soon, and two standalone brandos, and then we have some more R.F. Kuang, which is the Poppy War trilogy, which I've read and I love, and then we have some Andy Weir, and we have the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which I've read and loved. I'd highly recommend it. Over here I just have some fantasies that were kind of spilling over that I couldn't fit up there. We've got the Six of Crows, the Night Circus, and the first Game of Thrones book. And then down here, some more miscellaneous fantasy. I have two two Jennifer Saint novels, Piranesi, which I would highly recommend, The Song of Achilles, which I would highly recommend, Suzume, which I would highly recommend, Coraline, which I think I would recommend, Howl's Moving Castle, which I would highly recommend, very fun. And then these two are the House on the Cerulean Sea. This is a duology, and I have yet to read those. So there's that. This shelf has turned into my manga collection. I have all of the Dead Man Wonderland volumes, and I have up until 1 through to 11 of Spy Family, 1 through to 10, hoping to get 11 soon. Then I have Shiver and Censor, which are my pride and joy. I have the first Haikyuu volume, and right here I have all of my FNAF short story books. And right over here is my, I guess, Rick Riordan shrine, if you will. These are all of the books that I own by him. I have read a lot of other books by him as well. I've read the Heroes of Olympus, those 5 books. I've read The Trials of Apollo as well, and I've read the first Kane Chronicles book. I just don't own them, I borrowed them from a friend, but I do hope to get my hands on them one day because I'd love to have them on my shelves, and my partner also has not read them yet. And down here I have, I guess, some board games and my non-fiction books. A little bit more of a close-up of my Stephen King shelf because I'm very proud of it. I hope to get some more Stephen Kings very soon because I loved Pet Sematary so much. Okay, another update. We actually got some books. I figured I'd haul them in this video. So for context, we are currently in a city which has a bookstore, which we don't usually have access to. And there were a couple books that I've been looking for a while, and the store had them. So number 1, this is the first book we purchased. The first day we were here, it's Salem Slot by Stephen King.
The only book we were supposed to purchase.
Yeah, initially we were just going to buy this, but then I decided that I've read Cersei, I really loved it, and I really wanted Mark to read that. So we got Cersei, and by we I mean me. I got Cersei by Madeline Miller. I've already read this, so this isn't adding to the unread list on my shelf, for me at least, but now Mark can read it, so these are 2 out of the 4. And then the other book I got, I've been looking for this one for really long, so this is the primary reason I got it, and I noticed it last minute as we were about to leave. And this one is Ithaca. This is by Claire North. I've been very curious about this for a very long time. Also, this is such a nice floppy edition, love that. I can't wait to read this. I also just love Greek mythology. Then, this is something we've never heard of.
Book. Yeah. I saw a book and I was like, ooh, we want sci-fi?
Yeah,
this looks sci-fi.
We've been getting more into sci-fi, and we both really wanted to grab some sci-fi. And I think I actually might have noticed it and then I showed you it.
Yeah, I was looking at something else.
Yeah, he was looking at something else, but I know that he said he wanted sci-fi. I saw this and I was like, ooh, let's look at this. He came, we looked at it, and he convinced me that we had to get it. He bought this one though. This is Slow Gods by Claire North. Wait, Mark! Same author!
Wait, really?
These are both by Claire North.
I did not realize
I had
that.
no idea. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting now. This is like even more exciting because now we have 2 Claire North books. I wonder if this is the same Claire North or if they just have the same name.
That feels like a unique enough name.
This is so fun and whimsical. You guys are getting to realize this with us. That's so crazy. Anyway, this is sci-fi. So we've got sci-fi. We have like fantasy Greek myth, and then we have another fantasy Greek myth, but I've read this one, so we're not going to talk about it. And then we have a horror, a lovely little Stephen King, because we both read our first Stephen King this year. It was Pet Sematary, 5-star, amazing book. And yeah, this is our little haul. Oh, I should probably rotate these so that all of the spines are facing. Hold on, guys, bear with me. There's our beautiful little haul. I think I'm going to have to try and find a way to hide this from my friend so that she gets to witness this in this video with us, because I think that would be really fun, because we're going to go and stay at my friend's house on our way back. So these are going to have to be hidden, except for this one. She knows about this one, but I don't want to tell her about these three because I think that it'd be really exciting for her to just go, oh, you got more books? You didn't tell me? Anyway, hi Danny. What's up? How you doing? Okay, so small update. This shelf has changed because we got 2 new books, which are Ithaca by Claire North and Circe by Madeline Miller. So this, I guess, slight Greek mythology shelf has changed a little bit. Obviously, it's not entirely a Greek mythology shelf, as you can see over here, but it has changed. There's a new book over here in the tall book section. This is actually a sci-fi, so it is kind of just shoved in between a bunch of fantasy. But that's just because it's tall, and this is Slow Gods by North Claire. Very fun. I'm actually really excited to get round to it, but yeah, I just want to show you this new edition. Okay, so actually, slight change. We've moved Slow Gods over to this shelf instead to put the present I got my partner on display. It's a Porsche 963, I guess that's all it says. It's a little display version of it. Obviously, it's a little mini of it, and he's very happy with its current location. Okay, so the Stephen King shelf also has changed just a little bit, but that's just because I added Salem's Lot, which is right here. It's the orange book. So yeah, these are the updated shelves. Only 3 of them have really changed. Everything else is the same. So this is the end of the video. These are all of my shelves. Okay, outro round 2. So as you can see, things have changed, things have grown. We threw in some clips of the new official shelves. This video was supposed to be like maybe 10 minutes long, and it was supposed to be done before we even left for our initial trip, which was for my partner's exams, but that's not the point anyway. But then when we were there, we ended up getting a couple new books, and then on top of that, some books arrived, and then my parents went for a trip as well, and they got Dawn of the Firebird, which is over here, and my dad got Poet Empress for me, but that was a previous trip. And then the Nightingale, which is somewhere back there in that blue section, was also purchased. So this video just, it just kept kind of growing and growing, and we ended up, instead of having a mini haul of literally just Mistborn trilogy and the 2 Andy Weirs plus the one thing my dad got me, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books. It ended up almost doubling, and we now have 11 new books. Was that necessary? Oh, we have 12 new books, so it did double. My partner pointed up. Anyway, now the dogs are barking. This is clearly a sign that this is the end of the video, so bye, thank you for watching, like, comment, subscribe.